all over West Michigan. This is 24-Hour News 8 Football Frenzy.
Hello again. Welcome to week 2 of the high school football season. We've got another double dose of the Football Frenzy with games tonight and tomorrow. I'm Jack Doles, Larry Figursky, Zach Sapanik, and we've got highlights from 19 games for you. 3 college games, the Lions preseason finale. It's a busy Thursday night. Let's start with one of our spotlight games. In the high school ranks, clash of West Michigan powerhouses, Zeeland West and Mona Shores. And what a ball game this turned out to be. Max Hecht, 8-yard touchdown run, and the Ducks take an early 8-0 lead. Big plays with a story for Mona Shores. This is Marcus Collins going to rumble 77 yards up the sideline. Nobody can catch him, and it was an 8-7 ball game. Move now to the third quarter. Another big play. Robbins finds Keyshawn Somerville. He goes 95 yards on the catch and carry and would cut Zeeland West's lead to 24-21. But Drake Fincannon with what turns out to be the go-ahead and winning score. 150 left in the game. 32-28. Zeeland West downs Mona Shores.
Spotlight number 2 shining on Hudsonville tonight, where the Eagles who were on the road. More on that in a moment. The Sailors of South Christian no longer playing their home games in Byron Center, playing host to the Tigers of Benton Harbor in Hudsonville. Tigers coming off a 28-7 win over Marshall. Sailors bet big come from behind win over Holland Christian. Check out this effort. Scoreless in the first, not anymore. Darius Clayton to the left side finds a seam and goes 58 yards. Tigers led it 6-zip. Late in the half then, Jeremy Burrell takes the handoff. Look at the spin move there, breaks free. This one will cover 20 yards. It was 12-0 Benton Harbor. Sailors mount another fourth quarter comeback. Andrew Hahn, nice throw there. Trey Radevog for the score. Put South up 21-20 with just over a minute to go. 14 seconds left. Last chance for the Tigers. Denny Brown Jr. look at the cutback and gets over for the game winner. Benton Harbor knocking off South Christian 28-21.
Our third spotlight game on the Frenzy featured a battle of the East. East Lansing versus East Kentwood. This one taking place at the home of the Falcons. East Kentwood looking to hold down the fort against the Trojans of East Lansing. Third quarter, 7-6 lead for East Lansing. Falcons in the red zone. Ansel Jeffries takes the handoff, jukes his way up the middle, 15 yards to pay dirt, 12-7 East Kentwood. Now 15-7 Kentwood. Later in the third, East Lansing's Hunter Helmick intercepted by Brian Durr. Takes it to the house for the, takes it to the 2, excuse me. Jeffries would punch it in a few plays later, and Kentwood led 22-7. Then in the fourth, Evan Madej rolls to the right, heaves it. It gets tipped, but the concentration from Durr in the end zone 29 yards later put East Kentwood up 29-7, and that would be the final. The Falcons win.
After dropping their opener, both East Grand Rapids and Forest Hills Northern feeling some extra urgency to get that first win under their belt. John Atem for Forest Hills Northern. Nice catch from Chase Morello, and it was an early 7-0 lead for the Huskies. East comes back. Quarterback Michael Malowitz scrambles. He's going to connect here with Jack Combs. That's a 60. Oh, he's wide open. Combs rumbles in. 67-yard touchdown. 7-7 ball game. East up 14-7 now, and senior running back Hub Hedgna going to run it up from 12 yards out. 21-7 East with the lead. They go on to win it 34-28.
After blasting Belding in their annual opener at home, the Yellow Jackets of Greenville on the road at Kennewaw Hills to meet the 1-0 Knights. 7-0 Greenville. Kennewaw answering. That's Benito Hernandez slipping a tackle after the pump fake. Gets the sidelines. Number 4 goes all the way. 64 yards. Tied the game back up at 7. But Greenville answering with that quarterback, Cal Surjala. Boy, had a great game last week. Nice cutback there, following his blockers, and picks his way in from 16 yards out. Greenville led it 14-7, and then later, well, Surjala will do it again, this time from 7 yards out. Greenville 2-0. They win on the road at Kennewaw Hills, 21-14.
Let's roll over to the state's capital. The Granville Bulldogs looking to ruin home field advantage for Lansing Sexton. First quarter, Jake Tipton tiptoes his way 58 yards to the end zone. The 2-point attempt would fail, and it was 6-0 Bulldogs. Later in the first, guess who? Tipton once again from 50-plus again. The big guy rumbling right down Broadway. 14-0 at that point after the 2. And the Bulldogs all over the Big Reds tonight, 52-14.
Game 7 takes us to Holt, where the Hudsonville Eagles soared into town. And Sword out of town with win number 2. Jack Mondrick going to give it to Dalton Agers, and he's going to rumble in for a touchdown. Actually all the way down to the 5-yard line. And that sets up a score 2 plays later. Jamar Williams is going to go 5 yards. That made it 35-0. Hudsonville wins it. Final score tonight, 38-7 over Holt.
On the heels of their dramatic win in Spring Lake a week ago, the Mustangs have forced North Point Christian hosting Baldwin in their home opener, albeit in Comstock Park. Fell behind 6-0, and then this. Jaquel Davis, C.J. Curtis spins free there, takes it in, tied the game up at 6. Later, Davis is going to go to the ground here. The handoff to Jalen Schaefer. Watch him. Patiently fouls that block, and look at the little cutback there, and then another there. Quick feet. He goes the distance. That one covers 44 yards. It was 13-6 Stangs, and then still in the first, Davis, this time QB keeper, North Point Christian, 48-6 winners over Baldwin.
Up next, we head out to Byron Center. Thornapple Kellogg making the trip to visit the Bulldogs. First quarter, Byron Center 9-0 lead, and Zach Saltzgaber on the draw. Up the middle, he goes untouched, 23 yards for the score. It was 16-zip Byron Center. To the second, Zach Saltzgaber again drops back to pass, looks right, comes back left, hits Braden Smith for the 24-yard strike. Byron Center rolls big, 50-7.
All right, it's halftime on the Frenzy. When we come back, highlights from 10 more high school games, including Cedar Springs hosting Sparta. Welcome back to the Football Frenzy. Beautiful night for football. We'll start the second half in Sparta. Spartans won their opener under new coach Mark Chapman. Tonight, a tough rivalry game against Cedar Springs. Colin Alvesteffer hands off to Ryan Ringler, and he's going to go 64 yards. And Cedar Springs takes a 22-0 lead in this game. Fourth quarter, Alvesteffer going to keep it himself this time, and he's going to go in from 4 yards out. And Cedar Springs, big win tonight, 35-7 over Sparta.
Mark Chapman's former team, the Panthers of Comstock Park, looking for their second straight win, entertaining the 1-0 Wolves of Wyoming tonight. Second quarter, and it's Eric Batdorf, number 35, just going to fight his way over there. Wyoming had a 14-7 lead. Third quarter, they do it again. It's the same guy, big number 35 here. Breaks a tackle again and powers over the line and in. Wyoming going on to knock off Comstock Park tonight, 38-7.
Edwardsburg at Vicksburg, our next stop, the Battle of the Bergs. And the Eddies jumped out to an early lead. Cameron Ikaniaika hands off to Nick Bradley, takes it up the middle from 10 yards out. It was 6-0. Then in the second, Edwardsburg driving again. Ikaniaika to guess who? You got it, Nick Bradley. He's taken down just short of the goal line though. The Eddies would punch it in, then went for 2, the rare pass play. And the dynamic duo of Ikaniaika and Bradley made it 14-0. Edwardsburg romps over Vicksburg, 44-7.
For game 13, we take you to the sidelines in Fruitport. Trojans hosting Spring Lake in a trophy game here. Spring Lake, they're roughed up defensively. Great play by Connor Skydema. Strips Paul Gavin. They get the ball, and then Fruitport is going to make it work. Nice pass here, Connor Root to Wyatt Kendra, and it's a 7-0 lead for the Trojans. And then Fruitport, after another turnover, Levi 6 rumbles in from a yard out. Fruitport hangs on and beats Spring Lake. Final score 14-13.
It is already week 2 of conference play in the Wolverine B. Bulldogs of Otsego traveling to Sturgis to meet the Trojans, each looking for their first win of the season. Just over a minute left. Otsego down 7, 21-14. That's Will Aldred. Rolling right side, finds John Caldwell. 11-yard touchdown. We're tied back up at 21. Sturgis would drive the field in just 45 seconds. 13 seconds to play here. That's Alex Young with your game winner. Sturgis holds on, knocks off Otsego 27-21.
Out to Forest Hills Eastern as the Hawks welcomed in Holland Christian. Third quarter, Eastern up 28-16. Maroons weren't done yet. Caleb Brink takes it over the goal line. The 1-yard strike narrowed the Hawks' lead to 28-24. Then in the fourth, Holland Christian with the ball. 4th and 2, Hayden Baker connects with Lucas Bruvort to extend the drive. And it all led to this. Baker finds Chaz Maillard in the end zone to cap off the 92-yard touchdown drive. That put Holland Christian up 32-28. That's where things would stay. Maroons 32, Hawks 28.
Next up, Forest Hills Central, where the Rangers took on Holland West Ottawa. A little whiteout going on there. That was crazy. West Ottawa lost its opener, and they fall behind here. Tanner Prinz, 2-yard touchdown run, made it 28-14. Sean Hoey there, picked off by Sal Sidebotham, and Forest Hill Central moves to 2-0. They win it 28-14.
To Muskegon Heights now, Tigers rolled over Baldwin in their opener, but facing a much more difficult task tonight in the three-time defending state champion Falcons of West Catholic. Third quarter, this is David Fox going up top for Sam Neville. Makes it in stride and hangs on it, almost sneaks away from him. 30-yard touchdown. Falcons led it 42-6. Muskegon Heights trying to get back. This is a pretty pass. Jawante Taylor to a wide-open Jalen Harris.
Well, game 18 on the Frenzy. St. Ignace making the trip from the UP to Muskegon Catholic Central. Third quarter, Trenton Bordeaux dropping dimes. This one to Walker Christofferson. 45-yard strike put the Crusaders up 21-zip. Then, later in the third, running back Latami Scott takes the handoff. And look at this. The ridiculous hurdle move. Scott carried for 18 times in the game, good for 169 yards. Muskegon Catholic Central takes it 21-6.
And that West Catholic final, by the way, was 49-20 they won. All right, now we'll move on. Last stop of the night, Grand Haven Bucks hosting the Titans of Traverse City West. Bucks down 16-3 driving, but Logan Taylor's pass tipped and picked off by Chase Childers, and he takes it 75 yards down the far sideline. Traverse City West knocking off Grand Haven tonight by a final of 38-17.
That's it for the preps. When we come back, college, pros, Grand Valley, check out that new video board. That's all coming right after this break. Welcome back to the Football Frenzy. More football, but this from the college ranks. Grand Valley opened the new season at home against Tiffin. Had their monster new video board on display, and fans saw plenty of highlights on it. Bart Williams dropped back. Erston Smith with the beautiful catch, 43-yard touchdown, 7-0. Next possession, still first quarter. Marty Carter, 9-yard touchdown, barely touched, and it's a 14-0 lead. Second quarter, Lakers strike again. Bart Williams, this time to Nick Dodson, coming right at you. He dives in, just crosses the pylon, 21-0 at half, and Grand Valley rolls in a big way. Your final score out there, have we put it up yet?
45-7, I believe.
45-7, Lara, thank you.
Tough opener for Ferris State. The Bulldogs open defense of their GLIAC championship against Ohio Dominican. First quarter, scoreless game. Reggie Ball drops back, finds Jamel Lockett across the middle. He does the rest, 25 yards, 7-0 Bulldogs. Then, next Bulldog possession, Ball doing it with his legs this time. A few nice moves to the outside. 73 yards down the sideline. For the score, it was 14-0 Bulldogs. Then in the second, Bulldog defense getting it done. Corey Arnotts forces a fumble. Torrey Apple jumps on it. And Ferris State used that defense to walk all over Ohio Dominican, 41-0.
Next stop, always sunny Kelly Short Stadium in Mount Pleasant. CMU season opener against Presbyterian tonight, 7-0 in the second. Cooper Rush, little pitch to Jure Hayes in. 14-0 Central. Then in the third, Hayes again. Check out this effort. Little power, 12 yards to score there. Central Michigan at last word up 49-3. They blew it open in the second half, now late in the fourth at last word. Pros tonight, Lions wrapping up the preseason against the Buffalo Bills. Not a single offensive starter saw the field. Detroit's first run of the night, however, rookie Dwayne Washington looking to lock up a roster spot around the corner and gone. That's 235 pounds at 4.4 speed. 58 yards, 7-0. And then how about Jake Rudock? Oh, there's a lot of Kool-Aid drinking going on tonight. 3 touchdowns, this one to Jay Lee. Lions go on to beat the Bills in a game that did not matter. 31.
Nobody's drinking more Kool-Aid than you, Larry.
That's right.
You want all 11 of those starters tonight to be the starters next week. All right, on the ice, bad news from Sweden, and it concerns Red Wings captain Henrik Zetterberg. He has pulled out of next month's World Cup hockey due to a knee injury he suffered during a training camp. Wings say Zetterberg expects to be ready for the NHL's regular season, but will probably miss all of training camp. We're going to do this again tomorrow night. Frenzy on Friday again.